Hi, beautiful people. How are ya? I hope you're having a great day. Well, I think this video is going to be a little bit different than the previous videos in the Cure series. This is the last one that I'll do on the series, and it's not actually a product, but a way of life. Still, the words "How I Beat Fibromyalgia in 5 Steps" is used on the website. So, as I've said before, I struggle with any product or method claiming it's a cure, which is basically what is being stated here. I mean, I think most of us probably have a problem with the statement, "Here's how I cured my fibromyalgia." But most of what is on this website, I have shared on my channel as a way to feel better. Some of us find some of this helpful, some of us do not. So I do think you have to be careful with making broad claims. And so for that, you'll never hear me say, "This will cure your fibromyalgia." Not until research and our physicians tell us this is a cure. We'll be jumping up and down, won't we? So, as I put on the thumbnail, there are specific steps that this person, Donna, says helped her beat fibromyalgia. She says she was a normal, healthy 25-year-old who was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. She found that diet, ways of easing her pain, skeletal and muscle issues with massage and exercise and various other methods is how she beat it. Now, I find all of these methods, or these steps, as she calls them, truly helpful and can be beneficial in our healing journey. But unfortunately, I know that there are some of you who do not find any of these helpful. So for today, I'm going to talk about these, what she says are 5 steps, and I'll let you be the judge. Maybe you'll find just one of them to help you. So here we go. First, just in case there are a few people who are new to their fibromyalgia diagnosis or new to this channel, I'd like to quickly cover what fibromyalgia is. We know it's a complex disease. It's challenging for people with fibromyalgia to navigate the complexities of the disease, and it's difficult for physicians to treat. We're all in a different place. Some are in severe pain and can barely move, while others, like me, are stiff and sore, but still manage to get around most of the day and on most days. And yet, I think there is the other side of the fence of those people who pretty much have no symptoms. Maybe you're working on your overlapping conditions, those that are common in fibromyalgia, like gastrointestinal issues. But the main symptoms are long, including chronic pain, fatigue, sleep issues, heart palpitations, stiffness, tenderness, concentration issues, headaches, mood changes, sweating, dry eyes and mouth, and the list goes on and on. There are a lot of overlapping conditions that can coincide with fibromyalgia. Maybe you'll experience GERD, anxiety, depression, restless leg syndrome, chronic constipation or diarrhea, or both, ME/CFS, myofascial pain syndrome, chronic headaches or migraines, multiple chemical sensitivities, IBS, interstitial cystitis, PMS or dysmenorrhea, POTS, neurocardiogenic syncope, tinnitus, or sleep apnea, and others. We don't all have all of these things. The diversity among us is huge. For Donna to be cured, she stated that she first had to change her diet. Since I'm not a medical doctor, I have to look up and research things that I'm unfamiliar with, just like you. And reactive hypoglycemia was one of those things. I mean, I've definitely heard of fasting hypoglycemia, which is when your blood sugar gets low when you're fasting. But reactive hypoglycemia is when blood sugar gets low after having a meal. We already know that insulin sensitivity is common in fibromyalgia, but some researchers believe it's not caused by fibromyalgia, but by lifestyle factors affecting glucose regulation. In diabetes and prediabetes, low blood sugar levels are common. One of my grandsons, and he doesn't have fibromyalgia, just like talking about my grandkids, has type 1 diabetes, and he has to carefully monitor his blood sugar, as anyone with type 1 or type 2 has to do, because his blood sugar can get scary low. In type 1 diabetes, 4 of 5 people report low blood sugar episodes, and nearly all of those with type 2 diabetes experience an episode at least once over a 4-week period. It can be dangerous, guys, if blood sugar levels get too low. So, in reactive hypoglycemia, a few hours after eating certain foods like carbohydrates can cause a sudden spike and then fall in blood sugar. Things like white rice, potatoes, white bread, cake, and pastries. So on the website, Donna stated that she went to a doctor, had some tests run, and after the normal glucose tolerance test didn't pick up anything abnormal. Her doctor did state that she had fibromyalgia, but it was suggested that she try an elimination diet to see if she had any food intolerances. She found by keeping a food diary that high glycemic index foods, or GI foods, would give her a headache and the shakes for the rest of the day. Actually, my brother-in-law told me to look at the glycemic index diet and see if that would help me keep my blood sugar levels within the normal range. I haven't done that yet. It's one more thing to do. I need to put that on my list. A GI diet rates foods based on a measurement system according to their effect on blood sugar levels. Foods without carbs are not assigned a GI value. So beef, eggs, chicken, fish, herbs, and spices. It also is important to monitor the GI load, or GL, meaning the measurement or the amount or quantity of the carbs that you eat. I'm not going to go into the whole explanation of a GI diet, but if you would like me to, I would do a separate video on this. Just put it in the comment section. It does seem that this would be a very healthy way to eat, though. So Donna's doctor had her do a food allergy test. She found she had a delayed allergic response to several foods. A delayed response is a type 3 allergy. Type 3 allergies are mediated by IgG antibodies. compared to a type 1 allergic response that's mediated by IgE antibodies. Only about 1 to 2% of people are affected by type 1 allergies, while about 40% of people are affected by type 3 allergies. Chronic bowel diseases, headaches, migraines, and excess weight contribute to type 3 allergies. Type 3 allergies can show up within 2 hours after eating a specific food to several days later. So, changing her diet to low GI foods and excluding food allergens helped her, she said, to lose weight and, quote, no longer suffer from fibromyalgia. If you wonder if you have reactive hypoglycemia, a glucose tolerance test, or GTT, is the current correct test. Blood sugar readings are taken every half hour to 4 hours after glucose is consumed on an empty stomach. So, if you don't feel better after changing your diet, she recommends using a mild anti-inflammatory med like ibuprofen for 1 week. When I was first diagnosed, my doctor put me on ibuprofen along with the fibromyalgia medication, but I took it for a couple of years and decided that was long enough. Probably way too long, but that's what they did, I guess, back then. So then she says if you have a muscular or skeletal trauma, to see an osteopath. My first medical doctor, after I became an adult, was an osteopathic doctor, or a DO. I didn't have fibromyalgia back then. I did have IBS, but it wasn't diagnosed until many years later. But I did certainly appreciate his knowledge. But in my opinion, a medical doctor, an MD, a nurse practitioner, an NP, a rheumatologist, or neurologist can also be helpful. You could also see an allergist or a functional medicine doctor who are often MDs. Specifically, I could see how performing stretches and even getting a massage can help with posture and misalignment. I was having some pretty awful low back pain years ago, and my massage therapist back then worked my lower back, and I literally felt those bones move and adjust. It wasn't painful, it was just weird. And I mean, the muscles moved, and we heard it pretty loudly kind of snap into place. It was crazy, but I felt wonderful afterwards. So, once those things are accomplished, this is when full body massage is recommended twice a week, and then exercising to reprogram muscles for strength and alignment. In addition, she says posture matters. I slouch, and so I know that when I sit up straight or stand up straight, it relieves my muscle tension. Some people choose Pilates or yoga, others choose swimming, and some, like me, choose aerobics, dance type exercise. I enjoy it, even though that's not stated on the website. I like a gentle aerobics. So these were the steps that she used and how the article ends. What do you think? I think she certainly did find herself in a state of well-being. Did she achieve full healing? Cured? You know how I feel about that. Research doesn't support that theory, but I'm sure she felt much, much better after doing all the things that she stated. I think we do need to be more in tune with our body and get out of the I'm sick mindset. It's a slippery slope. Does all this make sense to you? I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you.